temple on earth? That is the question I raised, right? That we should.
I have a question.
Yes, Rudy.
When Jesus died on the cross and in AD 31, after the ascension, he came into the heavenly sanctuary and he ministered in the heavenly sanctuary in the holy place since AD 31 until 1844. That's about 1,800 years. And in 1844, Jesus changed his ministry and got into the most holy place. And how long do you think that Jesus will minister for us in the most holy place? That's for just the thought. Thank you very much.
That's a good question. But in terms of prophetic time, there is no more prophetic time given to us. We're told that this is, you see, this is where it is, okay? Now, the important thing is this. When Jesus moves from the holy place into the most holy, and the most holy, if you look at Revelations 11, Revelations 11 is the judgment chapter. And the last verse is the temple, the holy place is open to our view. Okay, in vision. In other words, it's open for business. Okay, now what comes out of the most holy place? It's open for business. What comes out of the most holy place? The 7 last plagues. All right, and that is in Revelations 15. The angels with the 7 vials comes out of the most holy place. In other words, now, because we know the sequence, we should expect judgment. Now, why is important? Why is judgment good and important? Because that which is evil has to be judged to be evil, and that which is good has to be judged finally as good. And then, when these 2 things are separated, Jesus will come for the righteous. Okay, so we are at that moment. Now, that is all the answer I can give you as to time. There's no specific time after that. But there are signs. And what is this sign? And the sign is Revelation 13. And the sign says this: the church that was wounded, and that was 1798, will be the church that will heal and the church that will persecute again. So we are at the time after the wound. So we have a time of peace since 1798. But the question now for everybody is, the church that was wounded, is it healing? Is it healing to a point that it has power on earth? And when it has power, the Bible assures us it will persecute again. That is the major time frame that we must look at. Now, having said that, what are Christians looking for? They're not looking at this, what I just told you. They're looking at Israel as the prophetic time clock. They are expecting on the plains of Megiddo, in the locality of Israel, a Armageddon. And the Armageddon in Israel will determine everything on earth. But no, the Bible tells you a completely different story. 666, Babylon that rises in power. 666 is enforced upon the whole world, because the message that has to go forth, and we heard this, the 3 angels' message, must go forth to every nation, tongue, and people. It must go forth to the whole world. So, Armageddon, that battle, is not physical. It is a battle of the mind, of who is God, what is God, whether it's right to enforce 666 or not. That is the battle, and it's for the whole world. So that's why we brought up this subject, to show you not to focus on literal Israel, Armageddon, Megiddo, as Israel as the time clock, but that the issue is global, 666.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Any written
All
questions?
right, we have a question
Read it.
here. From Richard Cheong, it says, one of the characteristics of 144,000 saints are virgins.